Hey everybody, welcome in, and whoo, Maximus, new characters to review for these coming towers. Now, I'm going to say stop what you're doing before we get into this. Preparing for these towers, I'm just going to say if you are not already, prioritize Maximus, get him up to 4 or 5 stars before any of the other characters, because like we've seen in the previous towers, you need one character to progress to even get to the next stage where you use the next character, and it's usually the character that unlocks first. So Maximus, first priority, work on him so you can progress in the tower, then work on all the others with your grand energy. So that being said, let's jump into his kits and talk over him. Now, he is a very interesting character. As a defensive character, he's a kingdom character. He is going to be giving offensive down on his hit. Now, that is really, really good. And the more you level it up, the more chance he has to do this, and then the more turns he's going to get it for. So that is a good big bonus. And as a tank, you want your tanks to be able to survive longer, to stop characters from doing more damage. That is a great way to go about it. Now, what really makes him to get quite unique is he has some amazing taunts. Yes, taunts. And the first one of them, his first special, gain taunt, defense up, and then summon a royal guard with full speed meter. So having he's going to taunt with defense up, that is always solid for a tank. But then he's also going to summon Royal Guard with full speed meter, and they hit hard. And so that is pretty good. So they are doing a very decent amount of damage compared to what character damage is. So being able to have a tank that summons an offensive character is going to be amazing. And then inflict defense down on the target opponent. So that is going to be pretty cool. So not only is he going to help you defend, he's also going to pull some attack to it as well. Now, what is amazing about him is he has a second special that taunts. The first character in this game that has 2 taunting abilities that you choose to use. So that right there is big. And that right there is going to just help him move forward, as I think have a lot more potential for a tank, and to just choose when you pull up and taunt and do what you need. So this taunt here is going to do a lot of damage, a lot of damage. So not only is it going to do a lot of damage, it's going to give some slow, which is important. We all know how speed is important in this game. And then gain taunt for a turn. That's amazing. Big damage, slow, and taunt, win. And then he's going to give bonuses to his fellow friend, Flynn. So Flynn will gain haste. So that is always going to be good. Yet again, we know how important speed is. And then in Tower and Cub Conquest, he is also going to give vulnerable. Now that is massive. And then when you fully level him up, he is also going to call one of the Tangled teammate to assist as well. So assist, getting vulnerables, all this kind of stuff is going to be pretty amazing. So I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed mainly by the 2 taunts that he's going to bring. And then he's also got a passive, which when he falls below 66% health, as a tank, as a taunter, this is going to be good. You want things to be able to just pull off and activate, kind of like how Baymax activates when a Big Hero 6 character falls below low health. Whereas his is at a medium health, so 1/3 of his health gone, 60%, 66%. He's going to get cleanse, he's going to gain defense up. And as a tank, boom, that's what you want. If he's got bad effects on him, give like defense down like you see from Go-Go's everywhere, boom, automatically lose some health, boom, cleanse that. And then when you level him up, it's going to flip it. So instead of having defense down, boom, he's going to have defense up. And that is amazing. And then when you level it up even more, he's going to have another threshold that he's going to get. So he's going to get a second activation. So when he's going to drop below another threshold, which I'm guessing is going to be like about 33%. So he's going to activate at each quarter, or each third, sorry. And if he does that and can continue taunting and taunt a lot, and then keep activating, cleansing himself, or flipping effects, and defending more, I think that is going to be a big plus for him. And I think he is going to be a very underrated tank. Well, he's been underrated at the moment. Like some people are like, meh, Rapunzel's the only amazing one. But I think as defensive character that can do that, that is the first that we have seen. That is big news, very, very big news for this community and what this game can bring. And he's got some fairly solid stats for an equivalent stage level, low level character. So having a good amount of health, a good amount of defense, and he's got fairly good offensive for a low character, as well as speed, which is important because we all know, like if we are comparing this to Flynn, his offense is the same as a support character. His speed is the same as a support character. That is huge, but he's got way more defense, way more health, and that is where he's going to be most useful. And then if we're looking here at Rapunzel's one, he's only got a little bit less offense, so it's going to be a hard-hitting tank, and yet he's still got a lot more defense and health. So I think for those reasons, he is going to be, he's a little bit slept on at the moment by some people, and I just think having those taunts for when you want them to just pop on off when you need them, I think he is going to be pretty decent, and especially if he can deal some solid damage. Dealing solid damage is going to be just pretty amazing, and who can argue with that? Like we've seen Beast, who is an offensive tank. Actually, let's see if I can find Beast here. No, Beast is back the other way. There we go. So let's compare this to Beast stats. Beast has 42 offense and 25 defense. So if we go back there to him, he's on par with Beast. Although Beast gets the double attacks, that's what really makes him good. And then the MP gaining, or the speed gaining from his abilities, that is what really makes him key. But as a legendary character, he is on par stat wise with him, and I find that to be a pretty decent comparison for the tankiness. If you think Beast is fairly tanky, that is probably going to be the tankiness of Maximus here. But then you've also got to factor in that he is going to have the cleanses and the defense ups that will then help him, whereas Beast is a little bit more on the offensive side with the more attacks and all that good stuff in his kit. So they will have different roles, but I'm liking him, and amazing art as always. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you very much for your guys' support. And we'll see you guys very soon. The other characters are right around the corner, so if you haven't seen them yet, check my other videos and they'll be there.